What is going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. The day has come. The fixture list has been announced. We got a few leaks about half an hour ago from various journalists online or various ITKs online, and it looks as though they were absolutely spot on. As Spurs are going to place Burnley at home, first game of the season. Thomas Frank's first game in charge in terms of Premier League will be Burnley at home. I love this day, man. I absolutely love this day when the fixtures come out. We can start getting excited for the new season. We search for when the Arsenal games are, what games we're going to play after the Champions League fixtures. All will be revealed on stream for you right now. But Burnley at home, nice. I wouldn't say easy. There's no easy games in the Premier League, but
I mean, it doesn't get much easier.
Yeah, a kind one for Thomas Frank.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, last year we started the season away at Leicester, so that should have been an easy start, and we ended up not winning. But obviously, at home to Burnley, in terms of the question mark that I've got about Frank, how's he going to do against low blocks, against real defensive teams when he's got to open them up? Well, we're gonna get that answer on game week 1 because we know Scott Parker is a very defensive manager who had the best defensive record in the Championship last season. I think they conceded something ridiculously low, like 20 goals or something. I can't remember. It was like a really low figure. So they're going to obviously come Tottenham looking for a point. And we're going to see how we can break them down. But yeah, look, in terms of starts, a home game against a promoted team, if we want to get off to a positive start with 3 points, I think he's got a great opportunity there.
Absolutely. So let's go and bring it up. Second game, Man City away. So it goes from
literally two ends of the spectrum. Yeah.
But let's bring it up. So this is how it starts. Burnley at home, Man City away, Bournemouth at home, West Ham away, and then a first Champions League game followed by Brighton away. So we got to go away to Brighton.
If you share the graphic on, I don't know if maybe you want to do it like this. You share the graphic on the Spurs Twitter account. You can see the whole thing in one shot.
Well, let's just have a look at it like this way.
So yeah, Man City, Bournemouth.
But
yeah, I mean, it's not I mean, City and Bournemouth is not easy, is it?
The away games are difficult, particularly, Man City away, West Ham away, Brighton away. Then we've got to go to Leeds. First time at the new Everton Stadium will be just after a champ. It seems as though all are after every the first 3 Champions League games are all away from home.
It's not ideal. Playing away from home after every Champions League game is not the best thing. So from what I see, November is particularly hard.
Yeah. Chelsea at home, then a Champions League game, Man U at home, Arsenal away, another Champions League game, and then Fulham at home, followed by Newcastle away.
Yeah, that's not a run of games I envy.
Frank's got to survive November.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be gone by the end of November. So he's got to hope to have built some momentum going into those months, I think, because those months are going to be very, very tough. Yeah.
In terms of the Christmas scheduling, it's
not too bad.
2 away games against Palace and Brentford, where Thomas Frank goes back to his old club. Liverpool at home, Forest away. I mean,
Palace, Brentford, and Sunderland over the Christmas period is not too bad.
They're 2 away games, but they're both in London, so it's not too bad.
I'm saying that you got Sunderland on the 3rd of Jan as well. At home.
Yeah.
So that's not terrible.
So
you take that over a Christmas period, I think. That could be a 9 point.
Play Liverpool around that period, don't we?
Well, yeah, December time, yeah. So that's pretty decent.
Again, December Champions League and away game to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
This is not good, man. I'm telling you, it's not good. I think there's only 2 home games after Champions League. No, 1. Manchester United, that's the only one.
Fulham in November.
2, yeah. Obviously, like I said before, first North London derby is the 22nd of November. A bit later than usual. because we usually play them earlier, like in September, October time. Then you
So
go into
it's classic Emirates away first.
yeah, and then you
Always.
go into January, which is obviously very busy. We got Burnley away after match day 7 of the Champions League, and Man City at home after match day 8 of the Champions League.
So if we get to the Champions League semi-final, we're looking at a 9-game January.
Semi-final,
If we get the Carabao Cup, I mean,
yeah,
which is pretty nuts.
So Sunderland at home, Bournemouth away. So Bournemouth away is at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday, followed by 2 cup games. West Ham at home. Where's all the travelling?
Hmm?
I'm just trying to think of where's all the Arsenal at home. 21st of November will be sandwiched in between 2 Champions League phase playoffs. So we got to finish in the top 8.
Yeah, if we can finish in the top 8, then we won't have those games, which would be massively helpful. Yeah, that's big. We need to make sure we get in that top 8.
Has to be Arsenal sandwiched in between those, doesn't it?
Obviously. So February is pretty difficult. If we're not in the top 8, February is very hard because you got United, Newcastle, then the Champions League playoffs, and then Arsenal. Man United, Newcastle, Champions League playoffs, and Arsenal, and then Fulham away, which is always historically quite a difficult game as well.
Yeah. So those are at this moment in time, November and February are our really difficult months. But apart from that, I mean, most of the other months are fairly kind. I mean, you look at March, Palace at home, Liverpool away, sandwiched in between 2 last 16 games of the Champions League, which is definitely not
Also
ideal.
not great.
Liverpool away is fairly early compared to what it usually is. It's usually like April time, one of the last few games of the season. Carabao Cup final, just after Nottingham Forest at home and just before an Emirates FA Cup quarter final.
I thought you said the Emirates. I was like, no, wow, how have we done that again? But no, yeah.
We've got to go all the way to Sunderland in between a Champions League quarter final if we get there.
That's not too bad.
It's a lot of travelling though. Sunderland away.
Yeah, but at least it's a team potential. If the Championship club's the last couple of years of anything to go by, that's a pretty kind game.
Yeah. Look at this right at the end of the season. Last away game of the season is Chelsea away.
Yeah, Villa and Chelsea away in May is not great. But then you also got Leeds at home and Everton at home, so that's also pretty not bad. Kind of the run-in isn't terrible, is
It's
it?
hard away games, man. Really hard because you got Wolves away, which we always struggle at. Villa away, which is going to be difficult, and Chelsea away, which is one of our hardest away games of the season.
Yeah, it's tough away games, but I mean, it could be worse. Chelsea maybe not, but Wolves and Villa, it's not terrible.
So Frank's winning the league at Stamford Bridge.
Exactly, and then ending the season at home to Everton, a home game, which is nice. We don't always end the season at home, so it's nice to end the season at home or to Everton.
You know when the last time we ended the season at home to Everton?
We got to the Champions League final.
Exactly. The omens are good.
So yeah, I would say November and February there are very difficult months, but then after that, I mean, each month is very mixed. There's no particularly very tough month fixture wise.
Yeah.
So it seems to be fairly spread out nicely.
Yeah, I think Frank's got his work cut out for him in terms of the majority of our Champions League group stages are away from home, which is going to be very difficult to manage that situation. And I think if he can, pick up points over those months, November and February, then we should be picking up consistent points throughout the season.
Yeah, I'm trying to see as well, do we play majority top 6 away first or home first? But it's pretty mixed. So, it's fairly mixed in terms of obviously we've got City away and Arsenal away out of the way by November. But then it's Chelsea. We got Chelsea and United and Liverpool playing at home. We're playing at them at home first and away second half of the season. So after February, we play. Well, no, not February. So yeah, after February, we have 2 top 6 games away from home in the final six in the final 10 games. We play 2 top 6 away games. It's not terrible.
3.
If we're counting, but yeah, I guess if we're counting Villa.
Yeah, Chelsea, Villa, and Liverpool.
I mean, I'm calling big 6 away games, I guess I should say.
Still, like, you're looking at all those away games from March onwards, they're all very difficult historically for us. Liverpool, Sunderland, Wolves, Villa, and Chelsea. I know Sunderland might be easier this time, but we don't have a great record at Sunderland. And Liverpool away, Wolves away, Villa away, Chelsea. I don't think we have a good record at any of those grounds.
Villa away, I think our record's actually really good.
Yeah.
Chelsea away is terrible. Wolves away, recent years it's not great, but look, it's still Wolves away. They lost Cunha. If you tell me Wolves away, you have to go there you have to go and win there to do something big. You're not going to be like quaking your boots.
No, but it's followed on by Villa away and Chelsea away. That's the problem.
Yeah, Villa away and Chelsea away may have to see what the situation is at that point, where they are, where we are. But Leeds at home and Everton at home, I think we've got pretty good records against both those at home. And then April looks pretty kind. Sunderland, Brighton, Wolves. That's a very kind April if we're looking to build some momentum. If we're in the last stages of cups and stuff, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think all in all, I'm pretty happy with that fixture list. I think we can get off to a strong start to the Premier League. Hopefully, if we can pick up some points at Man City and West Ham, then we should have a really strong start to the season.
Yeah,
there's no reason why we can't go to West Ham and do something.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Basically, it's literally the first 3 games is like 3 just like complete opposite games. Like every 3, like it's like we've got like 3. We got home to a low block team, away to a high possession team, then at home to a high pressing team. It's like 3 like opposite approaches. So you're gonna see a lot of different variations immediately. It seems.
Yeah, 100%. And then you've got West Ham and Brighton as well, which you never know which West Ham are going to turn up, what kind of tactics they're going to deploy. And Brighton are Brighton, so maybe more to the mold of a Bournemouth. So Frank is definitely going to have his tactical playbook out for the first 3-4 games of the season. That's going to be good to watch.
Yeah, so that's quite an interesting thing. But yeah, like I think it's pretty. I'm pretty happy with that. Like, I've nothing too much to complain about apart from some different. Like at least it's like not like when Andrew's first season when we had that really tough run in right at the end, which kind of let us down quite a bit. Hopefully, obviously, it looks like we've avoided that. I think it's pretty kind.
How many points are we picking up first 5 games of the season?
15, mate. Probably I would say 6 if you're being conservative. 6 from the first 3 in August. Although Etihad, you never know, but let's say 6 from the first 3, and then West Ham, Brighton. Maybe win 1, draw 1, 4 points from that. So maybe 10.
You're going for 10?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for 2 draws in the West Ham and Brighton. So I think 8.
That's 8.
I'm going to go for 8. Do you think 8 would be a decent haul?
Yeah, it's not terrible. Is he going to do an Ange?
Win his first 10 games of the season?
To be fair, August, September, October is a pretty decent start. Like first 10 games, well, 9 games.
It's mad. I'm just looking at Arsenal's fixtures. They start the season away at Old Trafford, then Leeds, then away at Anfield, Nottingham Forest at home, Man City at home, Newcastle away. Bloody difficult start to the season for them.
Yeah, similar last season, they had a very difficult start as well, and it kind of weird way. Well, actually, they actually started the season with a difficult fixture list, but were getting good results. They weren't playing that well. Then it kind of, I don't know, they kind of every time they were like justify being 8 points behind Liverpool. It's it's because we played this game and played that game, and they never really caught up. So it'd be interesting if they don't get the results they're looking for at the start of next season. They can't really justify it this time that they tried to last time.
Liverpool start the season with Bournemouth
They
at
start
home.
this opening day, Arsenal away at United, Old Trafford. Wow.
Yeah. Liverpool start with Bournemouth at home, but they go and play Newcastle away and Arsenal at home in their first 3 games of the season.
And also, Arsenal have a historically quite a difficult game on the last game of the season. They're away at Palace at Selhurst for the last game of the season. So if they're looking for a result in that game, that's a difficult game to go to.
Yeah, Glasner will do us some favours as well.
City versus Villa final day. Very interesting. So the season's kicking off Liverpool Bournemouth. So are we not going to be moved to? It's a shame we're not going to be moved to a Sunday for the first game because we got the Super Cup.
We might be.
Well, I think they've done the fixtures already.
Have they? Who's the Friday night game?
Liverpool Bournemouth.
Oh, I see. So what? We're 3 o'clock Saturday.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I mean Wednesday to Saturday should be
To
okay.
be fair, having Burnley after a Super Cup is not the worst thing.
Yeah. So all in all, decent fixtures. Not too many clunks together as well. Nicely spread out. The big games. Just November and February are really hard. But apart from that, I like the spread out of the fixtures. We go to Everton, their brand new stadium, October. Obviously, the notable fixtures here: Arsenal away, 22nd November, and then Arsenal at home is the 21st of February. But yeah, I am concerned about the Champions League scheduling and majority away games after Champions League games. And if last year's anything to go by the Europa League and how we managed 2 games in a week, it's not great.
Yeah, and that's going to be that's why Frank's been brought in, isn't he? Because we think he can juggle those two competitions better. But yeah, I agree with you. Having pretty much away games after every single home game is not ideal. Something gonna have to deal with. What can we do? That's the lay of the land. But I think in terms of how the fixtures are spread, in terms of having too many difficult periods where a lot of difficult top or big 16s are clumped together, it's pretty much got November, we've got February. Other than that, the other fixtures are pretty spread out in a good way for us. And I think the run in is not terrible. Could be worse. I think the start of the season is quite kind up until the end of October. So we've got a really good chance to build some momentum at the start, and we've got a good chance to have a good run in as well. Come April time, April May, I think there's a good chance to really, if we're competing for something big or getting top 4, I think the run in's quite kind.
And probably playing teams in the run-in that will probably be against us in the top 4, top 5 race, and Aston Villa and Chelsea.
Yeah.
So some potentially some 6-pointers there towards the end of the season. Some really big games.
But the home games is quite kind, so that's
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, that is it. That is the fixtures. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'll be in the studio a bit later, doing some more content for you guys. So looking forward to that. But thank you everyone for joining us today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always,
Come on, you Spurs.